All right, hey, just a quick update for you. I made a change in addition to the database, so we can do a few more procedures things. This is just going to be a helpful little step-by-step guide for you. So real quick, I'll just take a peek. So you're looking right now at the home page. This is when you log in. This is probably where you're going to get to on your computers. It won't look like this on Instant Web Publishing, but it's close. So the one thing I added was this button at the top called the room change button. So this is going to allow you to do 4 different kinds of room changes. It's going to be quicker. So when you get started, you're going to get a sheet of paper that looks like this. Whoa, find a spot where it's going to see it. All right, so this tells you the information of who filled out the form, what hotel they're in, who the person's name is, what room they're going to or from or to. I can't read it backwards. And then this is what you're going to get. So when the group leaders show up on Thursday and they have room changes, yes, I'm going to fill one of these out. So Thursday night, our task is going to be processing these room changes, and there's going to be 4 different ways that they can do that. So let me show you back again how that's going to look. So if you click on this button, it takes you to the map that says this is the 4 kinds. There's a new addition. This is somebody who's hasn't ever been assigned to a room before. There's a drop, which is probably going to be the more common one you're going to do, which is somebody was planning on going, is assigned to a room and is no longer there. We want to drop them so we know we're not looking for a head count. We want to know how many people are in each room. There's a room swap where you have 2 people and they're exactly changing rooms. Okay, and then there's a one-way change where you take somebody from one room and you put them into another. All right. The other thing I've added is this room change history button, which will help us out a lot in tracking all those changes. You know, I know that we've asked you to do some of those communications with the hotels, and it's been confusing. So let's just take a quick look at this. So let's say we're going to do an addition, somebody who's not in a room before. Now this won't really work because, I'm trying to think of somebody I know of, but it's a very simple process. You're just going to put in the first 3 letters of their last name. So that's all the information you really need. You click on this button and it should bring you a pull-down menu of all the people with those 3 letters starting their last name. Rather than scroll through 700 people, that's the process. So for example, you put in SCH and you can see all of the SCHs that are going. This is just everybody with an SCH in their name. But it has their first name, last name, and date of birth. That allows you to kind of make sure you have the right one. We only have 2 people who have the same first and last name, spelled the same nickname, everything. So let's not worry about that. So we're going to take, so Betzner's, we got the 2 of them there. Jones's, you see them, and this is the same for everybody. So let's say that Jeremy Jones is assumingly a new person, and we're going to put him into room 141. We do that, we tab over. Here's the roommate he's going to be moving into, and then we click continue, and it's done. Now it's just that simple. That's all I got to do, room change. Now if I look here, the room change history, you'll see, oh, did it not record it? Aha, okay, I'll show everybody. So this down here at the bottom, it just tells you the information. Please add Jeremy Jones to room confirmation number. This number, room code, W141. Now the room code is still what we're going to be using, not the room number. The hotel will need a confirmation number. That'll tell them the room number. You will be provided probably a room number in this situation. So for example, now we want to do a one-way change where we're going to take Jeremy Jones. We're going to pull his number down again. This is the one-way change example. Here's Jeremy. We're going to view his current roommates. That allows us to pull up what his current room code is and his current room number. All we need is his name, and we can find out what room he's in. Okay, that's where that's going to pull that information out. If we know the number he's going into, the actual room number we're going into, we can type it in here. We click this button, and it'll tell us what the room code is for that. For example, I do know that C244 is where Jim's going to be going. That's the number of the room. It's the only room we have assigned at this point. I guess there's some at the Wingate too. But so we don't know that, so let's take that out of there. Let's put in the room code that we want him to go into, which is 140. Currently, there's nobody assigned to that room. Jeremy gets his own room. We click continue, and we're done. So we go into the room change history. We scroll down to the bottom, and we see that we're going to move Jeremy Jones. See, here we added him. Here we're moving him from my room into his room. So it's as simple like that. All right, now we can do a room change, which just happens the other way, a room swap. So the first person is going to be me. Second person is going to be Jeremy. So I pull my name down. I pull Jeremy's name down. View roommates. Look, both of us are in a room. It tells us the current room code, the current room number for both of us. We want to click this view roommates button. That actually does some more math behind the scenes, so make sure you do the steps in order. You click continue, room change history, down at the bottom, and here's the full text. Please move Kevin Fine from room code here with that confirmation to room code this with that confirmation, then move Jeremy Jones from this room to that room. So it gives it all the detail. Now, the other thing that's nice about this is even though we're all going to be using the same one, all we have to do is a quick find for the hotel, and it'll tell us just those changes to report to our hotel contacts. Pretty simple and sweet. All right, other things to note, there's not much else to worry about there, I don't think. So anyway, in room change history, that's, sorry, going back, I don't have a back button here yet. Hold on, watch. Not that hard. Okay, add a button. Home. Make the button just a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger. And we're going to have that button go one step back to. Okay. Boom, boom. Oh. All right, so this takes us back to where we started with. And now if you want to go back and verify all of this, you can look in the hotel rooms. And this is the last room that was searched for. Oh, wait, this is kind of interesting. So Jeremy's now in 141. I'm in, looks like 140. And that's the opposite of what the hotels think. So while playing, I got to make sure I go back and do that change. I'm going to do a room swap again. I'm going to find me. I'm going to find Jeremy. Jeremy. I'm going to click view roommates, find center room, and we're going to do that swap right back. So now when we look back at the room change history, oh, yeah, it's still on that, fine, okay. It's going to show here the exact opposite of the one above it. All right, so that's room change history. That's room change processing. It should be pretty easy. We'll go through it in practice, but that's the kind of thing from now on, if you're doing room changes, if somebody contacts you and lets you know there's going to be a room change, rather than using the Google form where we've been tracking that, let's put them in through the system, and that'll make things consistent and easy moving forward. So it should save you some time as well. Now, I haven't tested it on the Web Direct service, so if you're having any problems with that, accessing this through the internet, by all means, let me know. And there should be relatively minimal room changes that I don't know about at this point because substitutions are pretty dramatic. So my anticipation is you'll be dealing more with this on site, so you might want to practice with a few, but I'm kind of hesitant to do that. But if by all means, if there's a room change coming your way, that might be the kind of thing that you call me on the phone, we go through it live once, just so you're familiar with that. Otherwise, we will do these probably together and in the same room. On Thursday night, might be helpful just to get us all meet over at the Wyndham at the room that we have there. It's a quite sizable one, or we can meet at the Crown. There's a sizable room there too, and kind of all do this together so that everybody feels confident. All right, thanks for everything you're doing. I'll share more updates, exciting stuff with you later. All right.